Hi everybody, let's make a salmon and rice recipe, Gina Young style. This recipe is so much fun to make and it tastes good. Here's what you're gonna need. Interesting ingredients. You're gonna need a can of salmon. You could also use a can of mackerel, jack mackerel if you wanted to. You're gonna need some butter. And I got a nice sweet Vidalia onion we're gonna use. You're gonna need some spices to make it come together and taste good. We'll be using chicken bouillon powder in replace of our salt. We're gonna use some black pepper, garlic and onion powder, a little bit of red pepper flakes, just enough to, heat up the palate a little bit. And we're gonna serve this with rice. You can add vegetables in this if you would like to, but I'm always gonna suggest if you add vegetables, use the frozen kind. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make a delicious salmon and rice recipe, Gina Young style. I hope you all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this recipe. So growing up, I had an uncle, may he rest in peace, that would come over. His name was Stanley, so that was my Uncle Stanley. He would come over, look in the refrigerator to see what we had. And whatever was in that refrigerator, he'd make a meal out of it. And I think, we just had like that 2 days ago. He would take that, he would take this out of the refrigerator, he'd take this out of the freezer, he'll make a meal together, and it was delicious. And this is one of those recipes. I am sure that he didn't use chicken bouillon powder, but whatever it was, he would whip it up and it was delicious. And I do remember him using salmon and rice, and so we're gonna do this today. All right, it's so much fun and it tastes good. So now I got a big onion here. I'm not gonna use all of it, right? Because I'm only using 1 can of salmon. And like I said earlier, feel free to use a jack mackerel for this recipe as well. It comes together so quickly. But the first thing that we want to do is let's go ahead and get this onion nice and sauteed. We don't want it to have that raw taste. We want it to be nice and sweet, and sauteed tastes better, okay? So we're gonna chop this up just like so. You wanna put a little bit of fresh garlic in here, you could. And then I'm gonna put it in that pan with about a tablespoon of butter, and we'll get it to sauteing up. And when this is like 90% of the way sauteed, we're gonna salt and pepper it to give it some great flavor. We're gonna go ahead and put that tablespoon of butter right into our pan on a medium heat. We're gonna get the onions to going. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you how I like to clean up my salmon. What I've already done is I've drained the liquid. There's gonna be liquid in here, whether it's the jack mackerel that you're using or the salmon, drain that liquid, okay? Now, if you wanted to put a little bit of the liquid into this recipe, that would be great too, okay? So now let's go ahead, get our onions into the pan, start them to frying up, just like so, quick and simple. And the next thing we're gonna do, let's take our salmon, we're pour it off onto this plate here, just in case there's some extra liquid, and it is. So what you do is you open it up. As you open it up, you are going to see a set of bones. You see that? There's always people that's gonna be in the comment section, and they say, oh, Gina, I eat the bones. They might eat the bones, but I don't. And if you're like me, you're gonna toss them. See that? It's easy to take them out. You don't really have to hunt for them. They're like right there in your face, okay? And if you want to take off what I like to call this silver skin here, you can do that as well. So I'm gonna clean our salmon up. We're gonna season it up real good, and then we're gonna do something super interesting. Look at those bones. Let's get rid of them. I absolutely love salmon from the can. I like salmon from the can more than I do the fresh salmon. My Uncle Stanley is my dad's brother, and he was born with 1 hand, and he could fix just about anything. If you needed something fixed or built, he could definitely do the job. But one other thing is he loved to eat and he liked to cook, and he could make a meal out of absolutely anything. So I just noticed that I had a little bit of green beans left over in the refrigerator, so we're gonna go ahead and incorporate it for a little bit of green foliage in our recipe, because why not, right? Okay, so we're gonna mix this together in the pan or on this plate, okay? And we're gonna season it up real good. Let's get us some butter going in this pan, and we wanna heat up our salmon. You know, it doesn't have to be cooked because it's already cooked. We're just gonna heat it up, get it nice and hot. Give it some flavor too. Don't be afraid to season when you're cooking. If you're that person you're afraid to season, your food will not be flavorful, right? I'm gonna go in with this, being mindful that there is salt in here, but I wanna be able to taste the flavor, right? I'm gonna go in with the garlic powder, yep. Onion powder. If you like a little bit of heat, why not put just a little bit? There we go. Lovely. Okay, we're going to mix this in, get it into the pan with the melted butter. I know, it's so interesting, right? It's going to be good too, you hear me? It's lunchtime here at the Young's house and my family is waiting right now with anticipation for this recipe. And when you're making this, make it how you want. Put what ingredients you love. If you wanted to put like a little bit of corn in here, you bet that would be good, right? Maybe some fresh mushrooms. Look, sauteing up. I'm looking for a nice golden brown color to my onions. When you get that color, you get more flavor, right? The more deeper the color when you're sauteing them, the more sweeter of your onion you get. I'll share this story with you all. I recently just shared this story with my sister. I'd say that a couple weeks ago. So I was a teenager, and my Uncle Stanley was working at the house doing something. And he was in the back of the garage. And all of a sudden, I could hear like a I'll never forget this because it was so funny. But it's funny because you ever seen something happen to somebody, but now you can laugh because they were okay, right? You don't laugh until you know that they're okay, right? That's the situation. So I could hear a little scream and I looked out. I can't remember if I looked out the back door, most likely the back door. And Uncle Stanley was running. And when I say he was running, right? And behind him was like this black cloud. And what the cloud was bees or hornets or something. And you never seen somebody run so... I had the door open for it. And as a teenager, I thought it was absolutely so funny because he was fine. I don't believe he got stung, but it was kind of scary too. I know it was scary for him, but it was almost like, you know how you would see on the cartoons where there's a big cloud of bees? That really happens in real life because I physically saw that happen. But he made it in safely, didn't get hurt, so we can laugh about it now. You know, onions are doing exactly what I want them to do. They finally have that golden brown color. I'm gonna put the onions with that any butter. Put that butter right in there too, okay? A little bit of smoke from my butter hitting the other eye right here. Let's go ahead and blend everything together. This right here, oh my goodness, this is about to be so good. My rice is almost done. We're gonna mix everything together. How easy is this recipe? And like I said, if you don't wanna use green beans, it's okay. Use what you wanna put in here. It'll be delicious. Sometimes you just gotta throw something together, right? And that's what we're doing today. And it's gonna be delicious. I wanna taste it right now. You don't always have to take salmon and turn it into a patty. You can cook it this way too. You know, put it into your stir fry, whatever you decide. I can't wait. I'm gonna do it. I'm going in and I can't wait, y'all. We're gonna do this together. Blessed Father. Oh yeah. Mix the rice in, we're good to go. Ooh, that tastes good. Rice is done. Nice and beautiful. I really don't need to put any butter in it because, you know, we cooked our onions in butter. We did cook our salmon in some butter. So let's go ahead and put our desired amount of rice in. Excuse me. And by using rice or, you know, some type of potato for this recipe, it's going to allow you to stretch this meal and feed more people, right? This is cost effective, super inexpensive, and delicious. I have the feeling that my husband's gonna put some soy sauce in this and go at it. I'm coming in close so you guys can see. Hey, look at that. How beautiful does this look? It's not mushy. As long as you don't overcook your rice, you're good to go. Listen to me. If y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. And Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for this meal, your hedge of protection, and your love. Amen. Once again to my prayer, come on in, we're gonna taste it. It's hot, but I can't wait. Oh my goodness, look at this. Let me wrap that green bean on there. Make you some. Next time you have anything just sitting in your refrigerator and it's still good, throw it all together in one pot and you're gonna have a delicious dinner.